Korean gangster films are some of the best movies ever made. When you think of gangster movies, most people picture The Godfather,
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you?
Goodfellas,
Frankie, was he shaking?
or Pulp Fiction.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
But what if I told you the best gangster movie of all time was a South Korean film called New World? Korean cinema is home to some of the greatest films ever made. But until recently, only a handful of people truly appreciated just how great these movies are. Recent hits such as Parasite and Squid Game have opened the world's eye to Korean cinema. It's much more common now to see a Korean film being talked about than it was just a decade ago. It's as if everyone's waking up to what they've been missing. But here's the thing, Parasite and Squid Game are just a fraction of what Korean cinema has to offer. Korean filmmakers have crafted numerous movies that could easily be considered the pinnacle of their respective genres. And if there's one genre where Korea truly excels, it is undoubtedly the gangster noir. These 5 movies are absolute masterpieces. But the sad truth is that even the most die-hard movie buffs have probably only seen 1, maybe 2 of these films. My mission is to convince you to watch all 5. And what better place to start with than my all-time favorite Korean movie, New World. New World stars Lee-Jung Jae, yes, the Squid Game guy, as an undercover cop embedded deep within the most powerful crime syndicate in South Korea. 8 years working undercover has him beaten down and desperate to escape. But just on the cusp of retiring, the assassination of the gang's acting boss throws him back into the action. As rival factions scramble for power, he must now navigate this treacherous landscape while searching for a way to reclaim his life. The first question we must ask here is, what makes a great story? Every writer has their own take on the finer details of storytelling, but I'd bet they'd all agree on one thing. A good story is built on a strong central conflict, compelling characters, and a theme that resonates with its audience. While these elements are the foundation of any good narrative, what truly elevates a good story to a great one is its emotional resonance, the ability to leave a lasting impact on the viewer. Take Interstellar, for example. On the surface, it's a sci-fi adventure film filled with space travel and mind-bending physics. None of us will ever experience the exact situations depicted in the movie, yet it remains deeply moving. Why? Because at its core, Interstellar is first and foremost a story about family. The unbreakable bond between a father and his daughter serves as the emotional anchor for the film, making it universally relatable.
I love you forever. You hear me? I love you forever.
Regardless of our backgrounds, we can all connect to the pain of separation and the power of love. This is what I mean when I say a great film resonates with its audience. Now take New World. It already has a strong central conflict and compelling characters, elements many other films share. But what makes it stand out is how it fully immerses us in the protagonist's experience. We don't just watch the story unfold, we feel it. As a double agent, our protagonist walks a delicate tightrope caught between 2 sides, and we, the audience, feel that same suffocating tension. With every move, every betrayal, we experience firsthand the crushing weight of the noose tightening around his neck. That is the power of emotional resonance. It's what transforms a well-crafted story into an unforgettable one. Now this level of immersion can only be achieved by Oscar-worthy performances, which New World delivers in spades. Each of the main characters brings something unforgettable to the table. Jung Chung, our protagonist's boss and best friend, effortlessly shifts between comedic charm and ruthless intensity, making him both entertaining and terrifying to watch. One moment he's cracking jokes,
이사님께서 직접 마중을 다 나오시고.
가게나 합시다.
and the next he's drenched in blood, delivering a chilling line.
이만하면 강과장 그 새끼한테 보내는 내 답으로 제격이겠지.
Lee Jung-gu, the second in line, wears his ambition like armor, backed by a ferocity that makes his menacing presence undeniable.
뭐 없냐? 아 있지 당연히. 살려는 드릴게.
Every glance, every word drips with a dangerous edge. Police Captain Kang plays the part of the cold, calculating officer, a man willing to sacrifice his subordinates without a moment's hesitation if it serves the bigger picture. But we also get glimpses of vulnerability as we see the human behind the badge, the weight he carries, the choices that haunt him.
애기 일은 안 됐다. 진심이야.
Finally, we have our protagonist Cha-sung, a man drowning in the weight of his double life, exhausted after 8 years undercover, seething at a system that treats him like a disposable pawn. Anyone who has seen Squid Game will know that Lee is a phenomenal actor, and I'm positive that this movie will show you a side of his character you've never seen before.
하다못해 저 깡패 새끼들도 날 믿고 따르는데 너희들은 왜 날 못 믿어? 난 너희들이 시키는 대로 다 하고 있는데 왜?
말씀드렸다시피 규정상
규정은 씨발 님이 난 지금 목숨을 걸고 하는 일이라고.
The incredible story and stellar performances are all wrapped up in a phenomenal soundtrack that perfectly captures the film's tone. The ominous low tones set the mood, filling us with a sense of foreboding, hinting at the dangers that lie ahead. Then the music swells, rising up to give us a brief, fleeting glimpse of hope. And finally, a melancholic melody plays, evoking a deep sense of bittersweet relief. It's as if the soundtrack is telling its own story, one of struggle, fleeting hope, and inevitable loss. Composer Jo Young-uk, often referred to as the Hans Zimmer of Korea, masterfully crafts a haunting yet beautiful score that elevates the film to perfection. Throughout history, Korean cinema has always been the underdog. With a fraction of the budget and audience that Western films often have, they've had to adapt in unique ways to survive. The results are some of the most creative, well-crafted, and captivating stories ever put on the big screen. Many masterpieces are held back by the simple barrier of subtitles. But if you look beyond those few bars of text, you'll discover an entirely new world of storytelling. Thank you for watching. I hope this video inspires you to explore Korean cinema. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.